What's up, me Raandigars? We're back with another Persona 4 Remake video. It's weird to say that, but we're back with another Persona 4 and probably 6 videos. So, Raido Kazunua is coming out on 18th June. And we know that Persona 4 Remake is like, the IP is registered, so it's technically leaked. Which is funny because Raido Kazunua was also leaked. Now, here's the question. Do we see this game announced this year? Or it's a next year thing? Like, do we see Persona 6 this year? Do we see anything else? Persona 5 spin-off? No, please don't, Atlus. So, if you are under the loop, there was an IP registration. Let me open it up. So, yeah, this IP was registered for P4 RE. And I believe the last time P3 RE got registered, it's like 2-3 months, and we got the announcement for Persona 3 Reload. Now, a lot of people are saying that we can see this in Summer Gamefest, which is possible because, as far as I know, now the handling of Atlus showcases is with Xbox. So, and this year, Atlus has a lot of things they gotta show that soft confirmed. Like, I'll say they are soft confirmed that they gotta show this year. So, those things are, we got Persona 4 Remake. Persona 3 Reload for the Nintendo Switch 2 is also a thing. Persona 5X's global release, which I believe has been teased that they're gonna do a stream about that. And a Persona 6-ish, that is like, Persona 6 is coming, but like, when are we gonna see an announcement? I don't know. So this IP has been registered, and now this is a bit of gripe with Atlus. Let me talk about this. Summer Gamefest is releasing on June 6th. I mean, the event is coming on June 6th. Why I say it like it's a game. And here's the thing. Raido Kazunua, I thought was on June 5, but no, it's on June 18th. I have issues with Atlus on this. Here's the thing. 2024, the way Atlus handled their game releases was pretty good. The way they did it with steps. Instead of, oh, here's Shin Megami Tensei 5, and then here's Persona 3 Reload, duke it out, fight it out, who's gonna win, Shin Megami Tensei 5 or Persona 3 Reload, I mean Shin Megami Tensei 5 Vengeance. Like, Atlus does this, like, where they release an IP that's smaller, though Shin Megami and Persona I think are competitive, though. Persona I think is way bigger, but like, they're competitive. But like, back in the day, they did like Souls Hackers 2 release, and then they, I believe, released the Royal thing upgrade, though that sucked, but they were like, hey, like, we got this. And then they also were like, Atrian Odyssey, and then I think they announced Tactica. I gotta look into the dates, but what they were doing is, they were releasing, like, games like Atrian Odyssey, Souls Hackers, and then they were like, oh yeah, here, have another Persona. Or, we are not going to promote, if there's no Persona, we're not going to promote Atrian Odyssey or Souls Hackers 2 that much. And then they fail, and I was like, see, these games suck. I don't really get it why Atlus did that. 2024, though, Atlus, like, sure, we knew these games are coming. But they were like, okay, first we're going to just focus on Persona 3 Reload. We're done with Reload for the year. Now we're going to focus on Persona 4, Shin Megami Tensei 5 Vengeance. We're done with that for the year when it's released. Then we're gonna focus on Metaphor, and they divided it in like this big gaps of months: February, June, and I believe October was Metaphor. So, or was it September? Whatever. Like, there was a big gap. So it's like Atlus was doing really good. This makes me worried. Like, do they not think of this as a big release? Because they worked really hard on this. Like, really, really hard. Are they gonna announce Persona 4 Remake? Or are they just gonna show a glimpse so that Raido Kazunua? Because, like, if they're learning from last year, I don't think they'll show a lot. Like, 4 Remake, we'll just get a small glimpse of trailer just like we get with Reload's announcement trailer. Because if I was Atlus, I would either show a very small glimpse of Persona 4 Remake to create a lot of hype, but like people focus on Raido Kuzunoa, because I'm also believing that we will see Raido Kuzunoa on Summer Game Fest, or just don't show it on Summer Game Fest. Let this game have its shine. Like, wait a month after this game and then show it. Though I believe that will also be a bit late, because I feel like Atlus also needs to do something for the end of the year. They might, I don't know. So me personally, I believe we'll see the Persona 4 Remake here. It's possible we don't, but here. But I don't want it to, overshadow Raido Kuzuno. Or if that's the thing. Because the way I'm looking at Atlus, what they're doing is they're treating their games at a different tier, maybe. Like separately. Like the mainline Shin Megami Tensei games, I think remastered are considered a bit separate. And then there's like the remakes and the mainline Persona game. Maybe the remakes are also considered separate. Then there's the Persona spin-offs. Then they're like the new editions, Metaphor and stuff like that. So like the way I'm looking at it, that's how they're like doing the promotion and stuff. But the thing with Raido Kuzunoa is, this game is a remastered, but it's not a remastered. It's a lot of editions they've done. This is basically a remake. Obviously, some of the textures and graphics are from like remastered and old ones, but this game is a remake. Like itself, like Atlus outdid themselves. So we got Summer Game Fest. Now there's one more elephant in the room. Persona 5X. There's a global live stream about to come. I believe either it's released or it's about to release. I haven't followed 5X. I'm sorry. I've just only heard that they said there in their live stream that a global live stream is coming. Can we see this on Summer Game Fest? Yeah, we will. The reason I say that is that there is a supposedly console release for these games. And if there's a console release, the only console I feel like, because Xbox is now showcasing Atlus games, the only console release I feel like is going to be this. Like, we can see this in Summer Game Fest for Xbox and Xbox Live. Oh yeah, this is also coming. And the global release. And maybe they're just gonna do something like, if you have Game Pass, you will get this free currency if you start, like, whatever the gacha currency for this game is. Something like that. Or maybe they'll just like, if you download it on Xbox, and you'll get this. Hopefully if they do that, there's cross save, because like I don't platinum games, but I've been thinking of doing them now, because I've been looking at trophies for Fairy Tail. I was like, oh, this game is easy, and my friend told me a lot of games like trophies are pretty easy to do. They're like boom boom boom, it takes like that. And I was like, I might get into the platinum stuff, maybe. We'll look into that. Maybe this game's trophy hunting is really hard, but I don't know. So I'm definitely into this for the trophy hunting now. So maybe might platinum this game, might, depending on how the trophies are. And now we have this Persona 6. There's also Reload Switch 2, but that is like an anomaly that can be announced anytime at an Atlus live stream. I think I was itching, by the way, if you heard something. I think Persona 6, this is last year again, so don't quote me on this. This is last year again. I think when like Persona 6, we'll see it at the Game Awards. At the Game Awards, because I don't think any other event is there that will make a ton of sense, because the gap is too big. And I think this will be Atlus's major, because what's next year's 30th anniversary, like this would be Atlus's major Persona 6. Here's the thing, I've seen a lot of people say, oh, Persona 6 is not happening. It is happening. Atlus is not just gonna, like, its biggest IP currently at the time I'm recording this, Atlus is not just gonna go, oh yeah, we're just gonna shove out remakes. People are gonna get tired. Here's the thing, I don't know why a lot of Persona fans are acting like remakes are a bad thing, because most of you haven't even played the older Persona games. Sure, like I can see hearing the word remakes brings back like flashbacks of so many games that just receive remakes they shouldn't have, or like companies that are just pushing out remakes. I get that. But a lot of people are like acting like those that haven't played the older Persona games. Now, Persona 4 I can understand because a lot of people have played this. But like those that like even like 3, like Portable is fine, but like that experience, and I can like these two games haven't been played by people. So like I can understand for Golden, but the way people are acting like, bro, like there are a lot of people that have not experienced any of these games. Like, just saying. There are a lot of people that don't know about any of these games. So like a remake will help them. But I do understand like people wanting new stuff, new freshness and stuff. And there are a lot of people that just play the 1-2 all Persona mainline games. So I do understand that. Me personally, I think the Game Awards is the best way to like is to announce Persona 6, because if they announce Persona 6 on Summer Game Fest, Raido Kuzunoa is dead on arrival. Not Raido Kuzunoa, because I still feel like there are a lot of fans. Like I'm looking at it and a lot of people are really, really happy with that. So I wouldn't say Raido Kuzunoa. But then if they announce Persona 4 Remake, it's dead on arrival. I'm sorry. Like, Persona 4 is amazing. It's really good. I'll buy it. But then it's like, you have this new shining gold. And then you have this, like, old stuff which you have just polished and cleaned up. Maybe made it, break it and made it from the ground up. Sure. But then, like, this is the game. This, by the way, there's a lot of noise outside. Sorry about that. But like, this is the game. So I just feel like this might be the this might be like, this is Game Awards, because this is like the big stuff. They can't just, this is like the big stuff, the good stuff. Like, I don't think they're just gonna come out of the gates and be like, oh, Summer Game Fest Persona 6. Like, if they do, if it was old Atlus, they'll definitely do that. And then their games would fail, other games would fail, or will not be like reaching the benchmark they like wanted or hope for, and they'll be like, yeah, these IPs suck. So tell me in the comments below, what are you excited about? Actually, I'm excited about Raido Kuzunoa. I am. I'm also excited about Remake. Phantom X, now I am for the achievements. We'll see what the achievements are, if there are. But I believe they will be, because Genshin also has achievements. And if you're excited about Persona 6, this is Persona 4, and this is the IP. So tell me in the comments below. Like, comment, subscribe, click on the bell. I'll keep it on Raido because he is Chad. I don't know who he is as a character. I need to play. But hope you enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe, click on the bell. See you guys next time with another Shin Megami Persona Shin Megami Dragon Ball Fairy Tail, whatever video. Consider subscribe. Trying to make this YouTube thing actual thing. I'm looking to stop recording. Bye.